So yeah, setup-wise for me is absolutely perfect. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Ball is nice and relaxed. You look very sort of athletic. You can sort of swing that club with some speed. Backswing-wise, setting the golf club there, nice at the top of the backswing. Club now is going back. No problem at all there. Okay, so both movements there. There's no real sway or movement off the golf ball. We're good. What we had on the left-hand one now, I think in an attempt to get the arms to go down, you were in some ways pulling them, and that pulling of the arms just created the body movement now to sort of hang back on this trail foot as you swing through, and there's no shift with that. That right hip hasn't really moved at all from back here, is it? Okay. As a result, now your left foot is just lifting, and you can see when you finish that swing, you're on your back foot, and that's just going to result in that pulley one to the left, unless of course you hang on to it or do something with your hands and we save it. It might work for 2 or 3 holes, but then you over-save it, or under-save it. It's just guesswork in some ways. And under a mile now, you want to try and guess where that club's going to be. It's just no chance, okay? So from this one here now, as we start coming back down, good angle now, the arms are dropping nicely, okay? Nice shift. And as we twist, you look at that right hip now, that movement there with this here, the right hip, we sort of zoom in there, you can see everything now is moving together. So you're shifting that way onto the left side, and when you finish that swing, difference in those 2 swings there, man, it's massive, isn't it? So one thing I would say, and this is like that Goldilocks effect we see all the time, when people try to do what your move was with the arms to come down, you try to overdo it, and that causes you to fall back. When you first started trying to get this weight to shift on the left side, as you swung back, because you want to be behind the golf ball with a driver. So as you swing back here, we want you behind that blue line. What you did in your practice swing was move this side of that blue line to try and, I'll get on my left side. The problem is then if you get here too early, 2 things will happen. One, if you stay there and transfer, you're going to bury that club in the ground as steep as can be. Or this knee now bending as much, you'll just go whoop and you're back to square ball. Okay? So make sure your backswing kind of stays pretty similar. Just set that club to the top of the backswing. From there now the arms are dropping nicely, your body is shifting now to that left side. We can get that angle into the golf ball, lovely strike, the angle of the club and the face path and everything else are all clicked together. Spin rate was good, that last one was 2-4, nice flat on there, okay? And we finish that swing there up onto that left side there. And again, look at your shots then, with all your drives, if we can do, just hold that finished position to see where you're at, okay? If you feel yourself back here, I'm not saying for 1 second now you won't hit a good shot from that position, but the likelihood is your bad shot is going to be more frequent and worse, okay? From this one, you're still going to get some miss-hit shots, but your bad will be that sort of low-cutty one that sort of starts left side and fades back. This bad one's a massive pull draw left or a massive banana block right when you're trying to think, oh, I don't want to go left, and you're using your hand to try and flick it at the last second. And the speed you're swinging that club there, Mike, 100 mile an hour near enough. You're trying to do this with your hands, it's a nightmare. You want to be just from here now. Bigger muscles are going to swing that club face. So arms, body, shoulders and chest are going to swing through. That's going to create the movement, not, oh, I've got to try to twitch that at the last second to stop it going one way.
Is that a fast swing speed then?
It's fast-ish. It's in the upper echelon of a club golfer's speed. I mean, the tour pros, you're looking at about 110 to 120, I suppose. I mean, the top boys might be pushing 125, but yeah, 110 to 120 for the average tour player. A fast amateur for the likes of Keno. They're sort of in the 110, one thing. There's a few guys who'll be in the 100 plus, but yeah, anything to the high 90s to the hundreds. The thing from my point of view is what we're going to do more is the club head speed is important to some extent in terms of it's creating power, but the ball speed is the biggest. And what we get, if we increase the ball speed, and that's going to come by having a better strike and a more efficient angle into the golf ball. If you're too far back, hitting up on the ball, so you're losing a bit of power there, your ball speed now is not going to be as strong because the strike's going to be missing off the bottom of the club somewhere, and it goes a bit sort of spinny, okay? If you're coming down too steep on it, the club's going down, the ball's popping up anyway. So it's maximising what they call spin loft. So the club face and the ball are kind of go through the same passage of air as with the golf ball. If the club's coming down too steep, more backspin, goes higher, less side spin, so it's more accurate in effect. More on the way up, too much on the way up, you're almost on top of the ball there, so that overspin, but the ball falls at the sky, and you lose distance. So yeah, it's maximising club speed, but to influence the biggest thing is getting the ball speed up. The more ball speed you get, the further the ball goes. That's the given. I could have 120 mile an hour club head speed and a 130 ball speed with a real big miss hit, and the ball will go less than that one did. It's just physics, okay? But yeah. The one thing I would say in terms of club head speed and ball speed, or club head speed particularly, don't try to influence by trying to swing it faster or trying to increase that. Okay, that is your natural
I don't
speed.
think I could ever do it anyway.
Exactly.
So.
And if you try to hit it as hard as you could, you find out losing speed because your technique and your form would be completely out of sync. So yeah, just create your natural club head speed. For me, it's about getting a good rhythm and a good strike. That's going to give you the maximum distance. Okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff.